Hello, children. Today I'm going to take your grammar class, and our today's topic is tenses. Tenses shows the time of action. They tell us when the action has been performed, whether the action was performed in the past or in the present or is going to be performed in future. Tenses are classified as present tense, past tense, and future tense. Present tense are actions or work which are carried out at the moment. Past tense are work or action which got completed in the past. Future are planned action which are going to take place or which are planned to happen in future. All these three tenses are further classified as simple, perfect, continuous, and perfect continuous tense. In this class, we are going to learn only about the present tense. So here we are going to know about simple present tense. Simple present tense is used to show an action which is habitual in nature. For example, if I get up at 5 a.m., that is my habit, and I say that sentence in simple present tense. I brush my teeth every day. My mother combs my hair every day. So these are actions which are happening every day, every time. So habitual actions are written in simple present tense. Similarly, universal truth, general truth. For example, sun is a star. Moon is the only natural satellite of the earth. Things which are true in nature which cannot be denied. So those universal truths are also written in simple present tense. We also use to show future planned action in simple present tense. For example, school closes for Deepavali holidays. The plane arrives at 6 a.m. tomorrow. So something which is going to happen exactly at the right time or in a fixed time, those actions or future actions are also written in simple present tense. Now we shall see the structure of simple present tense. Whenever we write a simple present tense, we should know how many people are we talking about. If the noun or pronoun is singular, the verb gets an S added in the end of the word. For example, he plays, she writes, it sings. So whenever there is one person, we add an S at the end of the verb. But whenever we talk about more than one person, we always take out that S from the main verb. For example, we play, they write, we sing. So these are the examples where we have taken the S from the main verb. Remember, I and you, though it may sound singular, but they do not take S at the end of the verb. So this chart will help you to understand that I and you do not take S in the main verb. Similarly, he, she, it sounds singular, so it is going to take S at the end of the main verb. Names which show one person also take S in the end. Let's move on to present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is used to show any action which started in the past and it is going on at the time of speaking. For example, I am reading a book now. She is completing her project. They are mending the wall. The boy is playing with his toys. The boy is eating an apple. So whatever is happening at the time when we are speaking, those kinds of actions are written in present continuous tense. To write a sentence in present continuous tense, here is a chart. Whenever you write a sentence with I, you use am and the main verb adds ing because it is continuous. Whenever you're using continuous tense, remember you need to add ing at the end of the main verb. For example, I am playing, I am writing, I am singing. As told earlier, you always agrees with the people who are more in number. So whenever you write you or make a sentence with you, remember you're going to use are. You are playing, you are writing, you are singing. Leaving the cases of I and you, whenever you see a person in singular, that is one in number, remember you're going to use the auxiliary is. He is playing, she is writing, it is singing, right? So whenever there is one person, you use is and ing in the present continuous form. But whenever you're talking about more than one person, for example, we, they, or Hari and Sham, when you're talking about more than one person, you're always using the auxiliary or the helping verb are and the main verb which takes ing. So we are playing, they are writing, we are watching. So these are the sentences which are written in present continuous tense. Let's move on to present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used to show an action which was going in the past and continues in the present. For example, I have lived in this place from the past 10 years. It means the speaker is still living in the place. He started living in this place before 10 years and now he is still living in this place. Present perfect tense is also used to show an action which got over in the past but its importance is felt in the present. For example, if you have seen a film or if you have read a book, you can easily recall and say that I have seen the film, or she has written the book, I know this, or they have mended the wall. So these are sentences which show that the action was completed somewhere in the past, but its importance is felt in the present. Here are a few examples in present perfect tense. This chart helps you to understand how present perfect tense can be made and how it is used in different manner. As you can see, present perfect tense is used to show a finished action, recently completed action, unfinished action, multiple actions at different time, changes over time, accomplishments, and life experiences. Whenever you talk all about this, you write the sentence or you speak those sentences in present perfect tense. To make a sentence in present perfect tense, remember you need to understand whether you're talking about one person or more than one person. For example, as told earlier, I and you, these two pronouns are going to use have. I or you use have and then the past participle form of the verb. Past participle form of the verb is also known as verb 3. So verb has different forms. First form is present form, second form is past form, and the third form of the verb is known as past participle form. It is written as played, written, sung, finished. So whenever you are using the word I and you to make a sentence, remember you're going to use the word have and the third form of the verb like played. I have written, you have played, you have sung. But when you're talking about one person, you have to use the word has and then the past participle form of the main verb. For example, he has played, she has written, it has sung. Whenever we are talking about more than one person like we and they or Ram and Hari or Sita and Geeta, then we always use the helping verb have and the third form of the verb. For example, we have played, they have written, you and I have seen this film. Now we come across the fourth form of present tense. This is present perfect continuous tense. So as you can already guess, it uses present as well as continuous form of present tense. As you can see, it uses perfect and continuous form of the present tense. Present perfect continuous tense is used to show action which started in the past and are continuing in the present. Example, I have been working on this project for 2 years. She has been working here since last year. From these two sentences, we see that we use the auxiliary have or has plus the verb been plus the main verb adds ing at its end. So let's find out how we make the present perfect continuous tense sentences. Present perfect continuous tense. For I and you have to use have plus been, B-E-E-N, been, plus the main verb which has ing in the end. For example, I have been playing, you have been writing, I have been listening, you have been singing. We are talking about one person. He has been. So he is one person. So we are going to use the word has. He has been playing. She has been writing. It has been singing. Right? The same manner, when we use more than one person, for example, we and they, we are going to write we have been playing, they have been writing, we have been singing. Right? So here are a few sentences on towards your right hand side from which you can understand it even better. Let's move on to some exercises. Exercise 1 is completing the sentences with simple present tense. You need to write the sentence in your classwork note, that is supplementary note. Write down the heading tenses and choose which word is going to come here. The first one is I dash at a bank. Which word is going to come? I work or I works? Exercise 1 is here asking you to choose the right word which will come in these blanks. Exercise 2. It's a jumbled word, but it's not exactly asking you to arrange the sentence. These sentences are broken and these are not having any perfect idea. You need to rewrite these sentences in present perfect tense. Remember, you are going to use has or have and then the third form of the verb. Exercise number 3. Here also you need to rewrite the sentence. Once you have written the question, you have to rewrite the answer using the present continuous form. Remember, here the auxiliary or the helping verbs are, is and am. Am goes only with one pronoun. Are and is, you need to identify where to use. And remember, it is continuous. So what you're going to add in the end, you need to make sure of it. The main verb is given in the bracket. Make use of the main verb. Now we come to the last exercise. This is exercise 4. Here you have to fill with the correct form of the present continuous tense. There are 5 sentences given, and before you complete, remember these are present perfect continuous tense. So you have to use has or have plus been plus the ing form of the main verb. Hope you can complete and show me the results soon. So with that, I conclude the lesson and I hope you have liked it. Thank you.